So that's a very interesting conversation around last mile, right? Especially with the current demand of home deliveries growing and customer expecting an Amazon-like experience every time he interacts with a D2C or with a QSR or with a restaurant, giving last mile deliveries to them. I think what's really, really important is clear communication, clear direct communication to the customer. The customer needs to know at every point where his order currently lies, what his experience is going to be like, and I think customer experience at the end of the day is what all of us are striving for. Last mile deliveries is actually pretty complex in the back end, but we kind of want to simplify it on the front end for the customer. So all the customer sees is what's his expected arrival time, what's coming to him, and whether the address that the customer is given is the tracking right. But what actually happens from a tech perspective in the back end is a whole lot of stuff, right? We got to select the right riders, we got to select the right vehicles, we got to ensure delivery happens on time. There are a lot of constraints which work in the back end. It actually makes the technology very, very exciting, and that's where we at Shipsy really excel in. We do really well with last mile delivery solutions for a lot of retailers, for a lot of QSRs for food tech, either with their own fleet or contracted fleet, or if they work with delivery partners. The retailers working with delivery partners is a very common characteristic that we have seen here in Europe, and it's a solution that fits perfectly. So that's a good question, Nick. I think it's all about ensuring that operations are streamlined into a tech stack with clear processes spelled out. So maybe let me give you an example. If you are a grocery quick commerce company here in Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and you have a commitment to deliver to your customers in 30 minutes, and you work with 5 delivery partners, how do you ensure that processes are set well in place based on, say, regions that need to be serviced within Amsterdam? How do I pick the delivery partners? Do I pick them on performance? Do I pick them on just regions, just area locations, on priority of quality of service? That's one aspect. Do I look at what kind of orders are coming in? What's the weight, volume, ratio of the orders coming in? Do I look at the vehicle fleet that I have? Is it electric? Is these bikes? Are there trucks? And so on. But how do I essentially create a process, a decision-making process, and the tech stack that I have, is that capable enough of absorbing all these constraints and creating a simplified output, which essentially says, hey, here's the delivery partner, here's the consignment, here's the expected time of arrival, here's the distance, and here's the loading sequence. Off you go with the trip. That means if a tech stack, and that's where actually Shipsy comes in, if a tech stack like Shipsy can absorb all the complexity, streamline those processes, and give a simple answer back to the retailer and therefore back to the customer, I think it makes life extremely, extremely easy. So once again, that's a good question, Nick. I think we are more and more moving towards giving the customer really quick access and easy access to what the customer wants, and I see a lot of AI and ML coming into the picture. So just to give you an example, right? None of us write latitude and longitude when we put in our addresses, when we ask for groceries or for food, right? We just write a string of words which we call an address. How can a system be intelligent enough to really understand those string of addresses and come down to the right address and deliver it to you, ensuring first attempt successful deliveries? I could be a little vague with my address, I could be really, really specific. Can the system machine learn from all the anonymous data that it has to really understand where the addresses lie? And geocoding, in fact, is a very essential component of last mile delivery, of logistics tech in general. There's a whole lot of AI and ML that we do from other aspects as well, in terms of learning from fake deliveries, learning from false attempt deliveries, etc. There's another interesting technology coming in logistics tech, which is essentially blockchain. to validate all the milestones and documentation that flows between the customer and the retailer, so to speak. So yeah, these are some interesting technologies which will kind of guide customer convenience and make it even more easier for customer to access this tech.